Hello, it's Keith from Kinvert, and in this video we're going to be going over how to graph an equation by plotting its points. So the equation that we're going to be graphing here is y equals 2x plus 3. So we have a slope of 2, we have a y-intercept of 3, and what we want to do is graph this equation on here. It's going to look something like this. Okay, it's going to be sloping up and it's going to be passing through this point, but let's show how we can do that. So the first point we'll go for is x is negative 5. All right, so what we're going to be doing is putting a negative 5 in place of x here, right? And then we're going to be multiplying that by 2 and adding 3. And what's this going to be? 2 times negative 5 is negative 10 plus 3, so we have, what is that? Negative 7. Negative 7. So the y point in this case is negative 7. So when x is negative 5, you're doing 2x, so that's 2 times negative 5, that's negative 10, adding 3, and we're at negative 7. All right, let's do this for the next point. Let's do negative 2. So if we have this, negative 2 for x, we're going to have 2x plus 3. That is 2 times negative 2 plus 3. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 plus 3, so we have negative 1. So our value of y, when x is negative 2, the value of y is negative 1. Let's go for 0. 2 times 0, I'll just write the whole equation. 2 times 0 is going to be 0. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. So for x being 0 for this equation, y is 3. Let's give a positive 2 and see what happens. And I want you to calculate this one out. You can hit the K button to pause the video, and I want you to try to find what the y value is going to be for 2. If x is 2, what is the y value going to be? So I want you to pause the video, hit the K button, and here comes the answer in 3, 2, 1. All right, so what we're going to do is write down the 2 for x. That is the value for x. And now we're going to be multiplying this by 2, just like in the equation, and we're adding 3. What does this equal? 2 times 2 is 4, and then it's 4 plus 3, that's 7. So we have a positive 7 for y when x is 2. And then the last one we'll do is 5. And again, I want you to pause the video and try to think of how you're going to do this and how you're going to find the y value when x equals 5. So hit the K button. Here comes the answer in 3, 2, 1. So what we're going to do is put in a value of 5 for x, and then we're writing down the equation of 2x, here's the x, plus 3. What does this equal to? We have 10. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So we've got all of our xy points. Let's start actually putting these on. So we've got x is negative 5, so here's negative 5, and then y of negative 7, so that goes here. All right, negative 2 and negative 1. So x is negative 2, y is negative 1, and then we have 0 and 3, so x is 0, so we know it's on the y-axis, and then the y value is 3. And so now what I want you to do, again, pause the video and try to think of where this point would be. Like on the screen, where would the point of x is 2, y is 7? Where would that be? So go ahead and pause the video. Here comes your answer. So 2, and then we go up 7. So here's where that point is. And then this is kind of interesting. We happen to pick a point 5, but this graph only goes all the way out to 10. You can see that this is where 10 is. Okay? And the same for y. Here's 10. But the y value is 13, so we can't actually fit it on the graph that we did. So for now, we will ignore that. It's now time that we're going to actually draw this line. And so I'm going to put it so that this point, this just helps me draw straight lines. And tell you what, I'm going to draw it a different color, and I'll just kind of shrink the pen diameter so that we can see clearly. So here it comes, and we can see that that line, that graph of the equation, goes through our plotted points. So this is how we graph an equation by plotting points. We found the points here. These are our points. These are the points right here. All right, this is our equation, and we just substituted in these x values where the x is a variable, so we can vary the value, and we just said, hey, we're just arbitrarily going to choose some points that we think are going to represent a good, because we don't want a point here and a point here. Imagine trying to draw a straight line through that. You could really mess it up. So you want to have it spread out a little bit. And then we accidentally chose a number right here, 5 and 13, that actually falls outside, so we weren't even able to use it. But in the end, we were able to graph this equation through these points that we plotted. And here we go. So this is Keith from Kinvert. Hope this was helpful, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.